I'd like to talk for a second about what Republican policy looks like. I think we might have even talked about this very article before. If we have, then I want to go back to it. It's that important. We so frequently talk about, the regular, everyday folks who get harmed by Republican bigotry. The trans folks, black folks, the poor white folks that Republicans get to harm themselves collectively. We talk about that a lot. We rarely talk about the effect it has on business. Republican policy is bad across the board, including if you want to make a buck. This is from Raw Story. Experts panic over Florida tourism as major conventions flee. Here we go. State's unfriendly political environment. Convention organizers are pulling out of Florida, which is a devastating knock on tourism and causing panic over the future of the industry. Experts warned in a report Friday. When asked for a reason why they were scrapping plans, one organizer simply wrote, "Governor Desantis." Just again, even if we talked about this before, I really want to stress that is because when we're talking about regular folks, which, yes, includes trans folks and includes black folks and includes, all sorts of stripes. These hurtful, dangerous laws, nobody wants to be around them. And if you think that's good, then you don't understand how much we depend on each other for commerce. More than half a dozen planned conventions in Broward County, which encompasses the Fort Lauderdale area, have been scrapped in recent months, according to a list drawn up by the county's tourism promotion group, Visit Lauderdale, and reported by the South Florida Sun Sentinel. We lost this program due to political climate. Visit Lauderdale notes on a decision by the Supreme Council of America Incorporated, Jesus Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite Masons, to cancel its meeting, planned for August next year. It also canceled 855 hotel rooms. Good God. Thousands of dollars are also being lost by restaurants and attractions, by visitors going elsewhere. We were so close on this one. Read another note on the cancellation of the 2024 National Family and Community Engagement and Community Schools Conference. It also pulled out of more than 2,000 hotel rooms. If you're a Floridian, you should know that the guy you voted for just cost you even more money. If you are planning on running against these clowns, this is the sort of thing to bring up. If you are talking to people who tend to vote for these clowns, this is the sort of thing to bring up. You would be correct if you were to say that these bigots are bigots and therefore on that alone should not be voted for. But I do think that in all this talk, we tend to forget why bigotry is bad. It's not just because it's cruel. Again, the cruelty enough would be alone to say we shouldn't be bigoted. It wouldn't matter if the act of being a bigot made you a little bit of money and wasn't an absolute drain on business, but it is deeper than that. It is, or rather, it is there is more to it than that. It's also just irrational. And irrational behavior is just not conducive to business. People don't like handing their money to crazies. People don't like being around extremists. And people definitely don't like being around bigots, especially the targets of their bigotry. So of course, Florida's losing money. This is on top of the Needless fight, Desantis picked with Disney. This is on top of the brain drain from the colleges. There are also hotel rooms being canceled, conventions being placed elsewhere simply because people don't want to be around this. Very useful for potential Republican voters to see. Link is in the description. It's something to show them. You can add the line when you share it as simply bigotry is bad for business, because that's a fact. More tools for your persuasion toolkit if kindness is not enough.